Yes, so welcome to the Parramatta Stadium for this Commonwealth Bank Cup clash. And as Marian College from Kenthurst take the field, let's have a look at how they line up today. From fullback, it's Richards, then it's Lou Whelan, Peters, Truelove. The 5'8" and captain is Pepper. Then it's Tolaridi as the half. Dazzotti, then it's Blasey in the jumper number 9. Comito, Galvin, Moylan, and Strapazon. So here they come, the John Douglas coached Gilroy College, also from the Parramatta district, just down the road from Marian College. And from fullback, they look like this today at the Parramatta Stadium as the cheer girls get them underway down the tunnel. Micallef at fullback, then it's Daly, McDonald, Mulqueeny, Gleeson in 10. Then in jumper number 5, it's Raphael. A few changes here in the Gilroy side. Then it's Raphael, Langton, Burge, Plummer, Payton, Byrne, McDonald, and Moynihan wearing jumper number 7. Your referee for today's Commonwealth Bank Cup clash is Mr. Tim Mander, prominent Winfield Cup referee. And joined in commentary today by Stephen Roach. As Gilroy College work from their 20-metre line, and Steve Roach, two sides from the Parramatta district, both emerging rugby league schools, and it'd be a great thrill for them today be on Parramatta Stadium. Of course, big brothers in this area, Fairfield Patrician Brothers and Parramatta Maris. This is Gilroy working outside of their 30-metre zone, running from left to right. It's great to be here, Mark. Great day for rugby league this afternoon, especially for these two young sides that are trying to emulate the powers of the bigger brother. Should be a good game this afternoon. So Gilroy College working a wide blindside and then trying to get a kick in, which can come off. Marian College in possession now. Wearing jumper number 20 is Michael Whelan for Marian College. And a penalty going with them now. And they'll try and find the line. And he does so for his side, 4 metres short of the 20-metre line. And 10 in from touch. Marian College, first touch of the football. Moylan with the tap. He does that and goes straight ahead. Probably could have looked for some players there a little bit wasted, Steve. Yeah, certainly was. Just a tap straight up, and should look for his forward play. You could throw a blanket over this side at the moment. So the halfback standing one off the ruck, but they decide to come back the blind, and this is Marian College. They're coached by Scotty Wisemantle, who I thought was an outstanding junior, played Australian schoolboy, still only 21 years of age and hoping to come back to great football. That's a good tackle there over the top. The big fellow from Gilroy College. Now Marian on the 4th. This is the 9 working it for them. Blasey heading for the line. The unloads for Whelan. Whelan held up on the last tackle. They go back for it now. The 5'8" looks to kick. It comes off the side of the boot. It goes across field. That ball looked forward. Tim Mander has let it go. Eventually, the changeover will be ruled. So Gilroy off the hook. They looked flustered when they got the chance there, Steve. Yeah, it was good defence. Good scramble and defence from the Gilroy side. And early in this match, they're just working each other out. Yeah, good break from the hooker, Wayne Blaze. He looks like he's played this game before. Yeah. This is Gilroy working it forward. Strong running too. And then he looked to unload. He realised that his runner wasn't in a better position than him. In fact, the coach, John Douglas, is quite well noted. In fact, the trainer with the Tigers, 91, 92, 93. Yeah, I know, John. A pretty real nice bloke. And good to see him get into the coaching ranks. Played, in fact, for the 21s and Norths in 83. Balmain trialled in 85 and 86. Well, I don't know about that play from Marian College, and they just put the Gilroy College side right on side by playing up the blind side. So now Gilroy use it, and they work it through their back line, and now they pick up the 5. And his name is Raphael, and Raphael takes it to the 30. Middle of the Parramatta Stadium. And they continue the wrap. This is the 4. He sees daylight. He pushes the pass. It comes off to within 4 metres of the line. He's pushed into touch. It's another great tackle from Tim Gavin. He's just started in the game, and it's a very good cover defence. Good scrambling there from the Marian College. So against the head, an important play for Gilroy, and they're on the platform now trying to launch an attacking raid at Marian College of Kenthurst. This is them with the football. Byrne to within 8 metres. The defence is good and strong. They look for it now on the second play. This is the lock forward. He beats the first defender. McDonald to within 2 metres of the Marian line. They continue the blind side. Big number 8. He gets there. Brute strength saw him get there.
Yeah, there was
gigantic man. Greg Burge crosses for the first try for Gilroy.
Yeah, plenty of the numbers on the left-hand side of the ruck for Gilroy. They read it, and it was good play, and just not enough defenders from Marian College. Good barging run from their number 8, Greg Burge.
Well, plenty of changes in both these sides today, but here it is. He used brute strength. He took 3 defenders straight over the line. No doubt, 4 points. Greg Burge, front rower for Gilroy College. So Glenn Plummer, the hooker, happy hooker. About 8 in from touch, moves into it, just away. So the score remains Marian College yet to score. Gilroy lead them by 4 points to 0 on the Commonwealth Bank Cup. So the restart. Now the ball end over end inside the 10-metre zone. Steve, these schools playing on a stadium such as Parramatta, what sort of problems will it cause for some of these sides?
Well, the hard thing is that they come and play on these grounds. I know that all rugby league grounds are the same dimension, but there looks like there's a lot of wide open spaces. You commentate to these games all the time, and you always see a lot of space on the long side.
So scrum to pack. Marian College with the feed after an error from Gilroy College, and a chance for them to come back. They win this scrum, and they use it. Tollery tries to pick up a player. He does so, the 5'8" Pepperin captain. He tries to jink and swerve. He can't avoid the defence from Gilroy, and now there's 3 players there to wrap him up. He plays it on 2. This is the front rower, Comito, inside the 20-metre zone. And they work it wide to the middle of Parramatta Stadium. That's good defence too. He took him ball and all the 7. That was Moynihan.
I'll tell you what it is. It's very good marker defence. Both markers working, and that's where you win rugby league matches, around that middle of the ruck.
McDonald tackled by Galvin. And now they wrap it back. This is Whelan in jumper number 20. Last tackle signalled by Tim Mander. The kick goes wide and off a Gilroy hand. The chase was good. Put them on side. And so the scrum will go down. 10 metres out, 10 in from touch.
Well, I don't know about that kick. It did actually pay off. We see it here again. But you'd be better off to try and trap the opposition in their in-goal area.
Scrum goes down on the 10-metre line. Again, Marian College. This time the lock forward breaks himself. He goes ahead. It was good cover defence that saved the day. It was Langton on that occasion. Can they strike back now? They use it through Tollery. Looks for Whelan and a penalty. Well, no doubt in the world about that one. And the referee had no hesitation. Here it is.
Yeah, we see it again. I mean, there was no doubt that this was offside. Poor bloke couldn't really help it. The ball bounced straight back into his hands.
Just popped into his hands. So they find the line now. 5 short of the 30. This is the hooker, at least wearing 9, is Glenn Plummer for Gilroy. That's a good run too, and still pumping the Pistons is David Byrne to within 8 metres of halfway, and now they prepare to keep the wrap on through Moynihan the half. He's a metre short of halfway. Centre of Parramatta Stadium. Mander calling for the 5, and I can see a boy out here in number 4. He's way offside Kurt Peters. The referee didn't ping him on this occasion. The ball was pushed on that occasion. It was never on.
No, it certainly wasn't. There was numbers here on the right-hand side for the Gilroy College, but they opted to go the opposite side.
Here it is again, Steve.
Yeah, as we saw, they only had a couple on this the right-hand side. They went to the left, and that was the big second rower again. I think it was David Byrne who came up with the lost possession.
So Gilroy with the penalty now, the differential, and their chance again to go into enemy camp. And they'll try and find the line through their centre, Luke McDonald.
Yeah, just have a look at the Marian College defence. Their defensive line after this tap is going to be taken. It's in straggers, it's in 6s and 7s, and I don't think it'll be long before Gilroy score.
There's the penalties, 2-1 going with Gilroy. Let's see how Steve's forecast goes. This is his second big hit. He's busted them wide open this time. Still going, Byrne. Byrne bulldozing, steamrolling run.
Held up over the line.
The refrigerator. held up over the line.
It's a good run. He would have been better to take the tackle there, Byrne, but he's having a blinder of a game early in this game, Mark.
Saw him in the dressing room before the game and he was really pumped up. Here it is, Steve.
He'd want to be. He's twice as big as the other blokes, but that's a good run. He span out of the tackle and he should have went a bit lower on the fullback's defence there and he would have scored.
And a lot of errors again in this game, and we see that with a few of the schools that haven't had much Commonwealth Bank Cup experience on television. And nerves play a very big part. We reiterate that a lot because it just happens so often.
Well, to me, this Gilroy side looks a lot more prepared than the Marian side. They look like they've played a lot more football than them. And if they do go on the left-hand side, they'll score the next play.
Luke McDonald to play it now. They go that way, and Blocker caught it so beautifully well. They cross the line, as caught by the big fella. I believe jumper number 10, you'll see Lee Gleeson has crossed for a try. And his side now skip away to an 8-0 lead over Marian College Kentos. Here it is for the Commonwealth Bank Cup, Steve Roach.
I'll tell you what, that wasn't a bad ball from the number 8, Greg Birds. That was a very good pass, and there were numbers there on the left-hand side, and it's good play from Gilroy to see that opening.
So, this time for Plummer. Way out wide, he strikes it nicely, but can't get the extras. So the scoreline remains. Gilroy College 8, Marian College 0 on 9's Wide World of Sport. So the restart. Gilroy College back over the 10 and looking for the 20. Pulled up just short of. It's a good tackle too by the 13, which is Strappers on. So then they work outside of the 20, and the jersey flag coach from Balmain. He was so right in his prediction with that try that's just gone. Steve Roach, well, Mark, any more observations?
Mark, it wasn't really hard, mate. I mean, there was 4 on 1, so you've got to go where the least numbers are. There's only 2 players in the game that I've seen do it very well over the last decade, and that'd be Wally Lewis and Peter Sterling.
There it is from the big fella. So back for the clearing kicker. Came off a Marian College hand. So they're all on side and the chase is there. He beats the first, the 5'8". He can't beat the tackle this time of Payton for Gilroy College. So he gets up and plays it. And that player was Chris Pepper, the captain, who cleaned up for Marian College. So Scotty Wisemantle, his troops haven't been together all that long. And at the moment, he wouldn't be too happy with them. They're very, very clustered. And probably that's the most significant thing to come out of their play in this first half. They just look very disorganised, Steve. Yeah,
they don't look very organised at all, but good to see Wayne Blaze. He made another incisive run there. He looks like a player of the future.
So the kick ahead and sends the fullback, Micallef, into the in-goal area. Will he let it go? He does so. And they'll come back for the 20-metre tap. Micallef, the fullback, he spotted numbers straight away. He's prepared to run the football. He's busted them. He goes over the 40. He's got open space in front of him. He crosses the halfway. It's a great chase and a great tackle by the 5'8", Chris Pepper on that occasion. He's tidy up twice for his side.
Yeah, he's been very involved in this game. Obviously, he plays the game a lot along with his hooker. That was a great cover defence from Chris Pepper. He read it well and chased him down. That's good play from him.
This is the try scorer, David Byrne, pumping out the legs, making the quarter-way line. And now Plummer at dummy half. The half-back, or wearing the 7 at least, is Moynihan. A scrappy ball picked up and they're still in possession as Manda calls back the Marian defence.
See, the trap you fall into when you play this type of football against a team like Marian, I'm not taking anything away from, is you try and pass balls that you wouldn't normally pass against stronger opposition. And that's the trap that they can fall into.
Thoughts by Stephen Roach. McDonald makes the tackle for Gilroy College. Taking it out now, Comito, trying to work it away for his side. 14 minutes left in the first half. This Commonwealth Bank Cup clash in 1993. Once again on Cup final night, the winning school received $5,000 worth of gear from those great people at Phillips. Fair enough. The clearing kick finds the line. Yes, it does. The scrum will go down. The feed will go with Gilroy. Gilroy feed, Gilroy win. Now they use it open. Set play. 5'8", wearing the 5, standing wide. His name is Raphael. Now they continue it through McDonald. He's got a runner on his outside. This time he uses it. I believe it's Langton. Langton gets up and plays the football back. Mulqueeny from dummy half. He's wrapped up by the 5, True Love.
And this is a time you should have 2 big runners making yards in the middle of the ruck to drag them in and then shift the football. They're trying to shift the football before they go in the middle of the ruck.
There were a few wraps around for Will, and he served up a nice ball this time. And away goes Galvin down the far touchline. Nicolaf was there to wrap him up, drag him into touch. Now, there was big raps coming from Scott Wisemantle for Michael Whelan, and he threw a nice ball, and we might get a look at it here. Here it is.
No, we won't get a look at it this time, but that's a pretty ordinary way to tackle from that fella there, number 5.
He was happy with it, though. Watch, he salutes.
Here's the ball from the number 20 now. Yes, he did put him in a bit of space there. The winger was in 2 minds of where to tackle. Pretty ordinary tackle.
Yeah. Around the collar. Got the job done, and here he goes again. One of the big fellows from Gilroy College. Oh, good tackle. Chopped him off at the ankles. And Moynihan gets up and plays it quickly. A good quick play the ball. Langton advances the football to the 40-metre line. 12 in from touch. They come back the open, this time through Byrne. To the 30-metre line. Byrne into dummy half. Coming back to a very wide blind side. Plummer looks to unload, he can't.
Geez, they love the hit back. Why don't they spread it a bit long about the long side?
Langton. One off the ruck. They use it this time through the redhead centre, which is McDonald. And now they use it through Mulqueeny. Tackled on the last, on the 20-metre line. Raphael. No.
Great tackle. Good skills, too, to chip the ball through on the last tackle. The other times they've opted to go high in the air, but he used the chip that time. It was a bit of bad luck it didn't come off.
Here it is.
Yeah, it's a good option, but it wasn't a great kick. But number 6 there again, the captain of the Marian side, Chris Pepper, to clean up.
Dummy half Moylan distributes, and this time a ball again, a pressure pass, which shouldn't have been thrown, would still have his side in possession. Here it is.
Well, that's the cardinal sin there. We see him getting the ball away to his number 13, Strap. How do we pronounce that, Mark?
Strapazon.
Yep.
Strapazon.
Strapazon, but that's they want to hang on to the ball for 6 tackles. They want to get out of this red zone at the moment, get out of trouble and kick the ball down and try and keep the Gilroy side on their own half.
For our young viewers watching out there, the tips coming from former international Balmain Tigers Steve Roach. Mulqueeny is 10 metres out, 10 in from touch. They work at the blind side through the replacement 15. He looked to pass, but he went himself, Stuart Lynn. They play it now. Oh, he's over again, the big fellow. David Byrne.
Unstoppable.
Crosses again, try number 2. Takes out the mouth guard, and he's real happy.
And doesn't he like it, eh? Why wouldn't you? Second rowers, front rowers, they don't get the score that much. Just like a human torpedo then. No one would have stopped him. Oh, well, that's a big statement, isn't it?
Great leg drive, though, by the same.
Certainly was. That's the time. If he would have got lower in that last play when the couple of plays ago, when he went low on the fullback, when he made that break earlier in the first half, he would have scored. I think he learned from that. That's good football.
Big David Byrne. Glenn Plummer, none from 2. That's how he sees it. Moves into it, hits it again, hits it nicely, strikes it nicely. This time the flags go up. 3 times lucky for young Plummer. And the Gilroy crowd, they're pretty happy. 14 points to 0 on the Commonwealth Bank Cup. Restart from Strapazon. Goes for the short one this time. McDonald brings it back. Sticks out the left arm. Fend.
Well, I don't know why they would have went for the short kick-off. They need to get this Gilroy side right down on their own try line to make them bring it off. They're 50 yards out from their own line now.
So, Marian come up with the football. This time through a Gilroy mistake. White headgear. Moylan.
You wouldn't like to wash it, would you, Mark? White headgear.
White headgear.
I've seen Terry Regan wear green, lime green.
Club colours. Here he is now. It's like a motorbike helmet. Strapazon to find the line. He does exactly that. Takes his side to exactly 10 metres from the Gilroy line. They use it through Tolleridi. It goes through now. Whelan to within 8 metres. Continuing the wrap, they do exactly that. This is Pepper. Pepper wrapped up by Moynihan and driven backwards.
Mark, I don't know about that play from Pepper. He's played soundly in defence, but in attack, every time he's got the football at 5'8", he's cut back in field.
14 tackled is Khan. They come the blind side. There's not many options there for Tolleridi, but he finds his winger, Trulove. Tolleridi through Strapazon, bumps out of one. Plummer thinks about hoisting him to the air and has second thoughts on the last play. Manda puts the hand in the air. Pepper puts it across field. Knock on. So now Marian College will get another shot at it with the loose end feed.
It's a shocking kick, mate, really. I mean, I can't understand why they don't go to the air or try to trap the opposition. Here we go, just straight across, a la Jack Gibson style, but wasn't a really well-directed kick. If that bloke had caught the ball, he would have been away.
So Marian's last chance before half-time. We're inside the last 2 minutes of this Commonwealth Bank Cup fixture coming to you from the Parramatta Stadium. It's between Gilroy College and Kent
Good push.
Marian College of Kenthurst, both schools from the Parramatta district. So another one against the feed. That's their second scrum, one against the feed, as Raphael takes it away. Probably the last set of 6 before half-time. Having a strong game too is this boy, wearing the 10, Gleeson. Byrne. He's been the impact player.
Oh, he has been. They've used him very well, actually. He doesn't come up on the first or second hit up. He waits to the third or fourth, and that's where he's most dangerous.
McDonald nearly splits them, pushes the pass. It wasn't on. Now a chance. Last roll of the dice before half-time for Marian. He's wrapped up in the tackle. Ball knocked backwards. Now we're inside the last minute. And the scrum will go down courtesy of the knock-on.
As we were saying before, it's a big occasion. Players try to do things that they normally wouldn't do. That was good play from the red-headed fellow Luke McDonald, but you know, there was 2 or 3 players around him. He shouldn't have tried to throw the pass. They should try and hang on to the ball just before half-time. They've got the feed now, Mark.
Yes, Gilroy with the feed. The scrum will just have time to go down. 444 sides in this year's Commonwealth Bank Cup Series. Here's a break made. It was a good run too by Moynihan to the 30. They're not finished with yet in this first half of football. It's great to see some of the lesser-known schools being recognised in this great competition in the early rounds of the Commonwealth Bank Cup. Courtesy of Channel 9 as Micallef takes it into the 20-metre zone. 6 more tackles as you hear the siren sound in the background. So we'll go to Oranges. 14 points to 0, a very convincing lead to Gilroy College. Some strong running by their second rower, David Byrne. That's the scoreline of the Commonwealth Bank.
Now, something very new, very different.
The missed tackles, they certainly do tell a story.
Yeah, they certainly do. I mean, the Gilroy College have only missed 8. Marian College missed 19, so that means that they've had to tackle nearly twice as much as the opposition side. The scrums, Gilroy, they're getting a glut of possession against Marian. They've won 8. Marian College have only won 2, and may I say, Gilroy have won 2 against the head. So they've had nearly 3 times as much ball. So they have every right to be in front on the scoreboard.
So there it is. The statistics tell the story as Gilroy College restart. And Whelan, first touch of the football for his side, straight running and head-on tackle. I think the defender might have come off second best. No, he's okay. It was a heavy hit. It was a good tackle, ball and all. It's made by Raphael. Now, Marian College to the 40. Strong running this time. Blazy still going past the halfway.
He had a fine first half, that Blazy, and he started off in a blaze of glory in the second half.
Oh, well put, Steve. Whelan between halfway and 40. Opposition side of halfway. Moylan uses it from dummy half. Through Richards now. Last tackle signalled into dummy half goes Tolleridi. Back for the clearing kick from their lock forward. Strappers on. Micallef takes it. He's had a safe game too, Micallef. Pay him a little tribute. If you've just joined us, on the Commonwealth Bank Cup. Today's game is coming to you from the Parramatta Stadium. Two local Parramatta schools, Gilroy College running from right to left, as you said, Marian College of Kenthurst running from left to right. And we're at the Parramatta Stadium, two lesser-known schools so far as rugby league go, but we've seen a couple of good performances in the first half, particularly coming from David Byrne, a second rower with the Gilroy side, so he's one to watch if you've just joined us.
And also the number 8 for Gilroy College, Greg Burge. He's had a very strong first half and started off the second half very strongly.
And the voice, of course, you've heard if you've just joined us, is Big Stephen Roach. And there's some changes. Burge is on for Payton. Gilroy. Taken high, first point of contact, I thought it was around the shoulders. Moynihan has been called out. There didn't seem to be a lot in it at all. And the player from Marian's okay. Here it is.
Well, the way the rules are today, that did deserve a penalty. But I don't know if it was deliberately high.
Penalties are 4-2. Talking of those, with Marian. So they're on the right side of the ledger there. Richards gets up and plays it through Moylan. Moylan now to dummy half with the infamous white headgear as mentioned in the first half. And we're going to have a scrum. Well, some very sloppy play there at the play the ball area.
Yeah, that was very sloppy play there, but unfortunate. Could have been the Gilroy College ball, but they got the feed and loose. Now they've won the scrum.
Through Langton for McDonald. Now for a fail. Rafael 9 metres short of halfway, 12 in from touch. McDonald gets up and goes again. In fact, this time it's Daly. Daly now plays it. They've got numbers to the open and all strong running from Byrne. They work a short blind side through Moynihan. Moynihan gets up and goes again. A penalty with Marian College. What's he got him for there? This is a strange ruling.
He's got up and played on. I think the referee called him held, and he's got up and ran again with no mark. I thought he was right in his right to get up and keep running. There was no marker in front of him, and I don't think that he was tackled right on the ground. Here we see it again.
His ankle tapped.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Up.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Just in my opinion.
I saw the referee touch his mouth as if to say chatting back, so it's obviously what the penalty has been for. So restart through Moylan. Gilroy College. Scooting run from dummy half, Langton. 40 metres out from the Marian line. Burge to the 30. Easy yards too. Simple stuff, but easy yards. Byrne crunches his way over the 20. 15 short of the line. 30 metres in 3 tackles, and look at them, they're deep. Can they use it the right way? Through Malqueenie. Malqueenie stands in the tackle. It gets it back now for McDonald. This time for Gleeson. Gleeson comes away from his touchline on the last tackle as Mikola from dummy half feeds it. They'll go back for the clearing kick through Plummer across the field and crunched by Byrne.
Yeah, just a bit on Byrne's running style. I think it'd be better if he tried a step or learn a bit of a step, because as he goes up the grade, running straight at 100 miles an hour like that will soon get sorted out.
So Marian College working or trying to work their way out of their danger zone to the 10-metre line. Back for the clearing kick. I think it's about the first time they've done that successfully. It's going to sit up nicely this time for Mikola. He comes back. He makes 10. He looks for 15, just short of the 40-metre line. Daly goes into dummy half. Ball being scoop bowled by Mikola. So Marian again in possession. And this time Blasey, who's had a big game, makes the yards from dummy half. The big fellow Byrne coming back into the defensive line rather gingerly. His coach John Douglas would want him out there for the full duration. Whelan beats one defender very easily, put down by 2 defenders from Gilroy. Moylan They use it this time, Marian. Through the 4 with the red headband on. This is Kurt Peters. 5 short of halfway, 15 in from touch. Moylan on the open side. They work it to the halfway. Strappers on, kicking to the middle of the field.
Uh-oh.
Burn, and now for the tank. Still going the tank. I'm talking of Burn. Now they use it. Mulqueeny coming back infield is the 6, Langton.
Now this is the time they should shift the ball on the open side. If they go through the hands, there's plenty of open spaces out here.
Moynihan read it well early. Micallef now gets between runners, gets a magic ball away. It was well taken though by Gleeson. The ball was thrown, probably didn't need to be, it was though. Now they use it again. Burge takes it forward, ducks under the tackle. Mario Fennick style on that occasion. Player receiving attention in back play is in fact Big Burn. Away from dummy half. Another try coming up for Gilroy. And this time for Glenn Plummer. I must admit I was looking at Burn at that time. He was receiving attention. But a try scored by their goal kicker, Glenn Plummer. Here it is, the inside ball.
From Luke McDonald, very good pass. I don't like the way he put the ball down here. I don't know about that, who coaches these blokes, but he wanted to dive on the ball and put it down. Glenn Plummer, a good try. An inside ball from Luke McDonald and onto him. He broke a couple of tackles. Have a look at this No, I don't know about that, Mark. I think I'd be telling my players to land on the ball properly and force it properly.
Plummer moves into it, strikes it. He's made no mistake. Up go the Flags. Supporters give a big cheer. They race away. 20 points to 0. Gilroy College over Marian College on Nine's Wide World of Sports. To get us underway, Michael Strappers on. He's had plenty of goal kicking practice from halfway. Gilroy College really in the box seat. Still going Mulqueeny. McDonald is off, Stevens is on for Gilroy. And again, this is Burge. Burns' partner in crime. Through McDonald, he picks up. This time I think you find Moynihan, then for Langton, through Micallef. Micallef dragged into touch. Moylan was the tackler. But making yards willy-nilly when they want to. Here it is again.
Yeah, they're having plenty of problems with Big Burge, and when they make the yards in the middle of the field with Burge and also David Byrne, then they can opt to shift the ball wide, and that's where they're causing the Marion defence plenty of problems.
Scrum to be fed by Tolleridi. Through Pepper. Whelan takes the tackle. Byrne comes over the top and smothers the football. Tolleridi for Pepper.
And he steps inside once again, Mark.
Whelan to dummy half. Just no direction there for Marian College. Dezotti in jumper number 15.
Strappers on.
Strappers on, exactly. They use it.
The Strappers on, did you say?
No, the Strapper isn't on. That's his name. Strappers on.
He's probably been Marion's best player, Strappers on. Here he goes with I think he'll chip through. No, he's going to be tackled.
Whelan goes to dummy half, Steve. Marian to the halfway. The chip and chase players on. Whelan takes it on his own hands. But this time, coming away, Moynihan had a very impressive game.
And very well read from Moynihan. Then he saw that he was going to chip and covered it very well.
Jumper number 15 is Lynn. He's on for Gilroy College. Gleeson wearing the 10, playing on the wing. Makes sense.
To you, maybe.
Plummer from dummy half. They work it through Burge. 5 short of the 25 in from touch. Decoy run of the blind. They use it the open through Langton. Straight running Mulqueeny. Beats one, puts the ears back. He's still going. He passes the football. It could be 6 more tackles. No. Marian come up with possession. Well, they were starting to look dangerous again, the Gilroy College side.
They were, but they won't be able to throw that last pass. They're trying to score every time they get the football. They should be a bit more patient. They'll end up scoring in the last tackle.
You were talking about Michael Strappers on before. He's in fact the vice captain here today. He's the school captain out there. So a pretty big occasion for him. As Tim Galvin takes it forward for Marian College. Big Greg Burge has been playing strongly. He represented the Sydney Catholic Colleges in 92, 93. Played Harold Matthews here at Parramatta in 91. So he's got some playing ability. The last tackle signal. The chase is good. They go up and contest it. Never took his eyes off the football, young Gleeson. He came down with the goods. Mulqueeny swinging and swerving his way, trying to get free of tackles. He can't, but he still makes good yards.
Let's wait for the big fellas. They should be getting ready for a ruck now.
Micklewith sliced through them. Got between runners and put the foot down. Here he goes, Bird, bumps off one. Said goodbye. Eventually, Strappers on, did the work to put it on the deck.
Do you think that was a knock on there, Mark?
I'm probably sure we'll
Sure
have a closer look. Here it is. Yep, knock on there.
Forward out of the hands.
I thought so.
I
Propelled towards the opposition's goal mouth. Anyway, on with the game.
One thing I will say, Mark, is about the Marian scrum. I don't think their technique's that good. They don't look like they pack low enough, and they have lost a couple against the head, and they nearly lost this one against the head. So they'll have to do a bit of work on their scrummaging.
They're looking all sorts of trouble when it comes time for the scrum, don't they? Now, Gilroy in possession through Daly. Spin it wide through Moynihan. McDonald now for Mulqueeny. Mulqueely gets out on the outside of a defender. Feeds a good ball for Gleeson. Gleeson will have no problem. Dropped in goal. Forced in goal. He's been tackled into touch. Let's see it on the replay. Dropped in goal, I thought so.
Geez, that's a 25 tap to the Marian club.
Yeah, I saw the signal from the referee.
Did you know the rule?
I thought I did, Steve. Yeah, I got it right on that one. Anyway, Strappers on. Takes it forward, progresses his team's position on the football field. Blasey.
Hasn't he tried hard all day, Blasey? He's been the best player for the Marian side. I feel a bit sorry for him.
Galvin. Moylan to dummy half. Boffo's on the field. Looking for support players. Khan tackled now. 14 is on. This is Matt Stevens who made the tackle then. He's got the headgear. All shoulder charge late. He was committed to the tackle, I suppose. Gleeson now spins away from one. Crosses the halfway. Puts the head down like a front rower playing on the wing.
He's got number 10 on.
Exactly. So Moynihan, a metre short of the 40. Steve Roach is pointing to the open side, urging this Gilroy to go open, son, go open. But they persist and come back a wide blind. And now they've stretched this blind side even further. This is a replacement player. He's tackled and wrapped up. 2 tackles left. It's fed through Moynihan. He goes himself. He beats 1 and 2. He beats another. He's still going. Moynihan. Room to move for Moynihan.
Good tackle.
Great tackle there on the
Richards.
last tackle. Gleeson for McDonald. Can he get it down? Try time for Gilroy. Game, set, match. It was probably already over, well and truly. But it was a great run, and the hard work was done by Phil Moynihan. He saw open pastures and said, I'll see you later.
I don't know about the defence here. It was certainly a great run from Moynihan there, but good play from Luke McDonald. He's been setting up his outside backs all day, and he steams onto this pass. He's a very heady player, this young kid.
There's
easy,
McDonald.
Easy, mate. He's over the try line, McDonald.
Luke McDonald going to, he scored the try. Plummer moves into this one, hits it, nearly shaves the uprights, unsuccessful. So 24 points to 0 on the Commonwealth Bank Cup. Gilroy College over Marian College of Kent. Restart. Strappers on. Covered up well by Langton. Mulqueeny to play it. Stevens makes some valuable yards for his side. Runners on open and blind. Burge busts them, turns it inside. Trouble coming up. Plummer away again. He's going to score under the sticks. Second try for the goal kicker, and says, well, if you can't give me an easy one, I'll put one under the sticks myself. 28 points to 0 the scoreline, and now Gilroy treating Marian with contempt. We'll see it again.
A tremendous play from the big fella. He let the players burst through 2 or 3 tackles. Bird's got his arm free. Very good ball on the inside, and good support play from Glenn Plummer, the hooker, to race away under the post, and that's a fine try. And to me, I think he's probably been the best player for this Gilroy's college side this afternoon.
2 from 5 for Glenn Plummer. This one right in front. He's done himself a favour. He's coming back around the corner. Concentration. Moves into it. He gets the flags up. Just. So it could be his parents up there clapping. 30 points to 0. Gilroy over Marian. You're watching the Commonwealth Bank Cup on Nine's Water Sports. So, restart of play. This time ball driven low and long into the 20-metre line. And Gilroy on the attack. Steve, both these sides, they don't belong to the MCS competition, which is the Metropolitan Catholic Schools competition. And with the New South Wales selections just around the corner for both these schools, they compete in what is called the Independent Catholic Schools. And just having a look at Glenn Plummer, he has represented in '93 or this year the Sydney Catholic College's open side, and that is the Independent Catholic Schools from this area. So a player with a bit of a future, a bright future, one would think, young Glenn Plummer.
And deservedly so. He's played very well in this match, and we said earlier in the commentary that he's done everything right. He's backed up the big men in the middle of the ruck. He's got good service from dummy half, and he's a very good worker from marker in the defensive area. I think he's a very good player.
We just saw your mate Big Burge. He did exactly the right thing. He was hit by the defence and he struggled and got a quick play the ball on. The defence hang on to him. He got the penalty as well, so he's quite cluey as well, Big Burge.
He's playing very well at the moment. And let's not forget David Bryan. He made all the damage in the first half.
This is Burge. Put the shoulder in to Moylan, rather strappers on, to put his body on the line. McDonald working to the centre. Plummer to dummy half. The run around, he gets it back. Moynihan, too short of the 20. 17 is Hughes. They keep on coming. Mulqueeny stops. Thought he was going to turn the ball on the inside. He didn't. Rafael to dummy half, goes himself, beats one. Can't beat the second, in fact.
Tremendous tackle.
Blazy made the tackle.
And who has been their Marion's best player today. I feel a bit sorry for him. He's been the only one that's really got stuck right into this side.
So penalty to Marian. 17 is on Alfie Spina for Marian as well.
And they've given it to the fullback to run it up off a tap move. Well, I don't think I'd like to be that fullback.
Well,
where are the big forwards?
Daniel Richards.
They've got to hit the ball up early, Mark.
Like this boy has tried to do, and that's strappers on playing. Moylan, they use it through Tolleridi, the chip and chase from Pepper. There's a bit of a chase there. We'll go into touch though, so Gilroy will get the scrum and the third.
And chip in your own half on the third tackle when you haven't had the football for half an hour. I don't think that's a very good idea. I'd be hanging on to the football and trying to kick right down into their bottom left or right-hand corner.
So there you are, getting all the coaching tips from Steve Roach. You're watching the Commonwealth Bank Cup. Of course, the premier schoolboy competition in Australia. And lucky enough to have people like Steve Roach and Peter Sterling to give you young viewers all the knowledge that you need to know about the game of rugby league. Two of the emerging schools in the Parramatta district. Still the big guns, Parramatta, Marist and Fairfield Pats to be seen from this district. As Gilroy go back on an attacking raid through Micallef. They'll come back to the open now, surely. Mulqueeny takes it ahead, beats 1-2, still going, turns it inside. He comes back, Plummer picks it up, turns around, spins around, still going, ducks under a high tackle and gets up and plays it. Mulqueeny to the blind side for McDonald. McDonald to the 10 metres out from the Marian line. Inside play for Burge. Burge tries to get around, he can't, he's just short. Plummer works the blind for his lock forward. McDonald gets up and plays it. Will they persist in close? Byrne wants another shot at it. Well, they've panicked inside.
Well, that's pretty ordinary play there. Everyone wants to score a try. I know how much everyone enjoys scoring tries, but if they would have had a look outside the open side, there would have been an easy try.
Well,
yeah,
Byrne, he scored 2, and he came through then, and the hooker was in 2 minds. Strappers on scoots from dummy half and crosses the halfway and spins out of a high shot. 7 metres short inside the last 4 minutes of play of this Commonwealth Bank Cup clash coming to you from the Parramatta Stadium, with Gilroy College well in command. Next week on the Commonwealth Bank Cup, we travel to Steeler Stadium for the clash, and we're looking forward to bringing you that on the 9 Network. Moylan from dummy half. Pepper goes over the top. Mikaloff is there. The bounce is good for Pepper. Puts his players back on side. Gilroy come up with possession. Next week, Steve, we travel to Steeler Stadium, as I just mentioned. The Illawarra District Final, Nowra High School up against Edmund Rice College, and I've already been told it should be a crackerjack game. Of course, last year's grand final came to us from Steeler Stadium, and we emerged from that game with a great talent called Andrew Doonham. And what a final it was. Fairfield Pats up against Harristown State High, and we go back to Steeler Stadium next Friday, so don't miss that one.
And this is where it all starts in the Commonwealth Bank Cup. I mean, you look through the superstars that have gone on and played State of Origin football and also Test football. I mean, I think there is at least 10 players that have gone on to represent Australia.
22 internationals in the last one, and maybe yours, Timmy Brasher,
yeah,
and Scott Sewell. Now they use it. Marian College, it'll be nice to see them on the board. They won't stop Whelan. Whelan will score. He'll score a try, and it's good to see. That'll make Scotty Wiseman happy, the coach. Marian cross for their first try. A great thrill for the boys out there and the school. 30 points to 4, they trail. Here it is again. We'll see it once more.
Yeah, well, it's the first time that the 5'8" for this side for the Marian. Chris Pepper has opted to pass the ball. This bloke has been playing very well, the number 20, and he's played very well during this game. And
Michael Whelan.
It's good to see him. Michael Whelan's done a lot of defence in and around the rucks, and he's had a go. Very determined look on his face to make the try, and good luck to him. And it's good to see Marion get on the board, and that'll be a big thrill for their school, also for the player who scored the try.
And he's shown today in glimpses that he can play a bit of rugby league. Strappers on, moves into it. Well, I'll tell you what, he can kick goals. Straight up go the flags.
He can kick off too.
He can kick off. He's had plenty of that today.
Plenty of practice.
30 points to 6, and his students, all the girls there from his high school, are very happy with this. 30 points to 6, Marian College on the board.
Great to be a rugby league player, mate. All the girls there cheering and carrying on. It's good, isn't it?
1 minute left. Plummer restarts. This is the try scorer, Whelan. Can he beat the first? No, he can't. Langton makes the attack. Moylan dummy half. Galvin. That's full time. There's the siren. Tim Mander says that will do, gentlemen. 30 points to 6. Gilroy College running out winners over Marian College here at the Parramatta Stadium. And who could argue with our man of the match selection, Glenn Plummer? He'll receive a $100 account courtesy of our great sponsors, the Commonwealth Bank. So next week we travel to Illawarra, the Steeler Stadium, the divisional final down there between Nowra High. They come up against Edmund Rice College, and everyone tells me it'll be a crackerjack game. That can be seen next Saturday, 6:30 a.m. on the 9 Network. So on behalf
for New Guinea and New Zealand.